Hi, good afternoon. This video is being made for Liz and Randy over at R&B Electric. This is Catherine, and I am reaching out to you from Revival Web Design. I am based over in Riverview, just south of Tampa. So we're both local small businesses in the area. Now, the purpose for these screencasts, as I told Liz when I spoke with her at the end of last week, is to show you what your digital footprint is compared to your top competitors and how you can, just with a couple tweaks on your website, how you can start getting some of the same foot traffic that they might be getting. And with more foot traffic, you could be increasing your revenue and reaching larger goals or goals that you already have in place. So really the reason we do this is we want to educate small businesses on the opportunities that you have in order to still gain market space, even if there are large corporations out there. We want to help you guys grow. I'm a small business. I want to grow. And then in addition to that, small businesses, we're the backbone to really the American workforce. If we didn't have a lot of the jobs in the communities, we would be really solely based on these large corporations. So we want our mom and pop shops to stay in place. And then at the end of the day, we start our small businesses because we want to work for ourselves. We want the opportunities that we know are out there. And we have the entrepreneurial spirit. So either way, showing you just a couple of tweaks, and if you are in a position to be able to have some help in implementing these, I would be happy to do that. And you may not need anybody and you might keep it in-house and you want to run with it. At least you know you got the information out there to start gaining some of that same foot traffic that your competitors are getting. So I'm going to hop into it. We're going to talk about 3 areas of focus to help with your digital footprint. Okay. So on the screen, I do have up your website and I did look over it briefly. One of the things that I'm going to share with you is that Google loves content. The more content on your website, the more they're going to find keywords that help when an individual goes into Google and types in whatever services they're looking for in their Google search bar. So I did notice down here at the bottom that I think this little box is in the way, but that your website was established back in 2019. Just to make sure that you're aware, Google is constantly updating their algorithms. They actually just went through a big overhaul within the last 6 months. So you want to constantly be on top of your website, just making sure that the content is key, that it's informative, and that it is going to help people find you. So I know I hopped into that. So we're going to talk about search engine optimization, which is part of your website itself. We're going to talk about your Google My Business, the GMB. Those are also called citations. It's how many times your name, your phone number, and your address are listed online. It's also a verification tool that Google uses to verify that you are who you say you are and that you're a believable and reputable company. And then we're going to talk about backlinks. So a lot of this stuff is the behind the scenes, and I'm going to show you a couple websites that I use that I pay subscriptions for so that I can do my research. So when I do these screencasts that you find, all this information is geared towards how you can take over some of that market share. So I'm going to hop back into your website. Just once again, when you're looking at content, we're going to see what one of your top competitors are doing. So real quick, if I type in Electricians Clearwater, so this is your Google search bar. Of course, you know this. When someone types in a search, those are called keyword searches. So whether it's electrician, Clearwater, electricians with the S, Clearwater, it could be electrical services, Clearwater, and that goes the same for all different other industries. Those are called keywords. So when those are typed in, I'm going to show you a tool in a second that shows me how often certain words are searched per month, okay? So when we type that in and we hit enter, it pulls up all of our search results. At the top, you're going to see ads. This middle section is called your Google Map Pack, and that's part of your Google My Business. I did actually already click on this view all, and unfortunately your business is not on that first page. So when you click on that view all, you go into multiple pages just like you do down here at the bottom, which is called our organic searches. So when I look at some of these, there are, the BBB, Home Advisor, some national firms like Mr. Sparky is a national firm, Expertise, etc. But I have in here Red Royal Electric, which is this company. This is going to be one of your top competitors because they're ranking on what's called Google's front page. Based off of their website compared to yours, they have a lot more content, and I'll go into their backlinks and keywords as well in just a second. But as you can see, not just on their homepage, but they have an about with all kinds of articles. They have all of their service information, projects, reviews, etc. So they just have a lot of content on their website. And Google likes a minimum of around 1,500 words on your website. And that's usually just on your home page. All of these back pages would have more words than that. So the more words on your website, the more information and value you're bringing. And that can also not just be through the content you have, but through blogs or through videos. And Google likes that. They want to see the value that you're bringing to people who are searching for your particular sector and service. And then let's talk about the Google My Business. So when I did type in here, we go into view all, and we look down at the bottom, like I said, you can see all of these different companies that are pages, but all of these other companies here, if somebody was going to just do a Google search and take the, top businesses off of the Google My Business, that means you're still not on the front page. And at the top of this, there still are going to be ads. About 20% of people who do these searches will click on some of the ads. Those are paid, of course, and companies are usually these are pay per click. So if someone clicks on it, they're charged for those, but they do bring business in. When you have your name, phone number, and address out there multiple times, it does help Google verify your company and your reputation. So this is another tool that I use. So Red Royal Electric has their information out there 52 times compared to yours at 23. So the more times your name, phone number, and address are online for your business, the better it is and the higher you're going to rank on the Google Map Pack. Okay, so let's hop into the last topic we're going to talk about, and it's called backlinks. So this tool here is called Ahrefs. This is a research tool, and it updates monthly. So this is going to be your particular website, and all of the information that we're going to go through is really up top. The UR is your strength of your actual website address, and the DR is your domain rating. Both of these numbers go up to 100. So we're not even, your DR will prove based off of Google's search engines how trustworthy and popular your site is. And unfortunately, you're not even ranking here. Part of how we get power to your website is through these three things right here: backlinks, referring domains, and organic keywords. So backlinks, simply put, are links from one website to another. So when you have links coming from another website, it pushes power to yours. Not all backlinks are created equal, and they do actually cost money. High quality backlinks help Google believe the strength and popularity of your website, and they push a lot of juice. And I'll show you that in just a second. And then when we're looking at backlinks, it's not always about quantity, it's about the quality of the backlink. So what we do here is we take your competitors, which we can hop into that real quick, and we look at what their backlinks are. So when I put Red Royal Electric in, I was just looking at their backlinks. They have, when we look at yours at 21 backlinks, they're sitting over here with 617. And when we check what their backlinks are, what's linking between their website and another, Remember, the DR is the strength, or I'm sorry, the popularity, the trustworthiness of the site. So these are pretty high, coming from expertise, Yellow Pages, another one from Yellow Pages, Porch.com. All of these are pushing power to this particular website. And what we would do is try to go after some of these backlinks. But these, once again, backlinks are one of those high ticket dollar items. So when we talk about a monthly cost for SEO, that is part of an ongoing expense that helps push and keep you at those top pages so that once you get there, you can stay there. But part of that cost is some of these backlinks, and depending upon what type of backlink is there is going to be part of that monthly cost. If you stop paying for these backlinks and they come off, then you lose the power to your site, and that's how your website falls from certain positions and goes down. So when we go back to their website, the overview, organic keywords, and I know I touched on this before, but this is going to be part of the content that you want on your website. So you're ranking for your company name, so that's a good thing. But we don't see and hear anything that people are actually going to be searching for unless they already know of your company and they're just looking for your contact information. So when I say search engine or keywords, see if the website will work with me here. They're ranking for 472. And what that means is if someone types it in, Google's finding them and putting them in those top places. So Electrician, Clearwater, Florida, they're on the top page in that sixth position. Electrician, Clearwater, that's why they came up. They're in the fourth position on the top page. Electricians, Clearwater, Florida, top page. So three things we look at here is the volume. This is how often these keywords are searched per month. And the position. The position is going to tell me where you're actually ranking on Google for all of these keywords. So if they're not even found on your website, that means that you're not going to come up when those keywords are searched. And then the last thing I want to point out is organic traffic. Because of the keyword search and how popular they are on Google, they're getting 104 hits per month. That's what's driving their organic online business. And if we look at your organic traffic, you are receiving around 31. So this is a lot of information. We covered 3 topics that can help you improve and get more business through your door. I hope you found this information valuable. And the next step would be just to schedule a time where we could do a phone call to do a deep dive where I can get a better idea and vision of where you'd like to take your company and what type of revenue you want to put in place for growth and expansion. Not just for right now, but these things do take time. This is, going to be, 3 to 6 months out where this is going to be future business for you. And then this is also going to give you a chance to talk to me, ask me all kinds of questions. Keep in mind, this video is free. We're just trying to help small businesses get to where they want to be. And then we appreciate feedback. So if you found this information valuable, people who need to hear this if they're in other industries or niches, be happy to run the same type of report for them. And possibly, maybe you don't need this service, but others who do. We're in the position to help. So with that being said, please give us feedback. We look forward to hopefully talking with you soon, and I'll follow up with you in a couple of days. Once again, my name is Catherine Taylor with Revival Web Design. You can reach me at 757-846-0186, or you can respond to the email that this came from, which is revivalwebdesign21@gmail.com. Thank you so much for your time, Liz and Randy, and I look forward to speaking to you. Have a great afternoon.